A virgin shall conceive, the miracle of the Incarnation. The key text is in Isaiah 7 verse 14. Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Immanuel. Isaiah spoke these words during one of Judah's most anxious moments. King Ahaz faced military threats, political instability, and fear of national collapse. God offered a sign, not a weapon, alliance, or strategy, but a promise of his presence. In its immediate setting, the prophecy reassured Judah that God had not abandoned his people. Centuries later, Matthew identifies the deeper fulfillment of this sign in Jesus Christ. The Gospel writers were not inventing a miracle to impress readers. They were declaring that history itself had reached a turning point. The use of the Greek word parthenos, virgin, in the Septuagint sharpened the expectation that this birth would be entirely God's work. In a world shaped by empire, power, and hierarchy, God chose humility, entering history through a young, obscure woman in a small, occupied village. This was not how messiahs were expected to arrive. The miracle of the Incarnation, the virgin conception, reveals a profound truth. Salvation begins with God, not humanity. The Incarnation means that God did not send help from a distance. He came himself. Jesus was not half divine or pretending to be human. He became fully human while remaining fully divine. Heaven stepped into earth. Eternity entered time. The Creator became part of his creation. This is the heart of the gospel. Immanuel, God with us. We live in a generation overwhelmed by pressure to perform, to prove, to self-create identity and purpose. The Incarnation speaks directly into this anxiety. It tells us that our hope does not rest on our strength, productivity, or perfection. Like Mary, we are invited to trust God in the impossible places of our lives. God still works through the unexpected, the ordinary, and the overlooked. He still enters our mess, our questions, and our uncertainty. Following Jesus begins not with having all the answers, but with the openness, making room for God's presence. When we feel unseen, inadequate, or overwhelmed, the Incarnation assures us that God is not distant. He is near. He understands. He walks with us.